1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanna wake up in the morning with my lover, the woman I was with at 25. Ooh, sleeping's the only thing that we do under covers, and conversations all turn into fights. What's the goddamn dog barking at?
Hey everybody, KingHulk here with another great episode of FetCast for you. Episode number 40, the Big 4-0. And do we have something special lined up for you? Well, I did. We were going to talk about Dom Drop and Sub Drop with Desponia Calypso, the woman that's been on here for the past few weeks. We recorded last night for an hour, and the computer ate it. I don't know what happened to the file. I did do an update for Windows 10, and when it came back, it said your files are right where you left it, and it was gone. Only that file's missing. Don't know what happened. It got ate. I wanted to skip this week and just re-record it later. I couldn't bring myself to skip a week, so I sat down with Bambi and we chatted for a while, and then I cut half of it out and did a little trimming, and this is going to be one of our shorter episodes. Probably the second to shortest. That might be why I'm rambling a little bit. Try and stretch it and hit that 20-minute mark. That's like my bare minimum I want to do. So make sure you check out realkink.com. Check out their show. Read some of their articles. Make sure you read the show notes, because there's going to be a couple new Facebook links in there for people that are okay with clicking like on pages that are somewhat kinky. I've become an admin on the BDSM 101 for beginners and dominance. That was a fucking mouthful. I'm sure I fucked that up, but links are going to be in the description. Be sure to check that out. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/FetCast. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. I got nothing going on. I'm on Twitter all the time. Just hop on there and check it out. So, yeah, without any further ado, welcome to FetCast. Alright, so it's episode 40, the Big 4-0. What topic do we have planned? Nothing. This is kind of... there is no episode 40. This is like 40 and a half, because I recorded episode 40 last night and the file corrupted.
What's on your mind?
Well, one thing I talk about a lot on the show is open and honest communication. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Open and honest communication is important. Now, there are times when you keep things bottled in.
Yes.
And you don't always tell me what's on your mind.
Yes.
And you don't tell me what's bugging you.
Yes.
So then you just keep it in until eventually it just explodes out and we have a fight.
Yes.
And, you know, with stuff going on in our life, you know, new partners and stuff, open and honest communication is important.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure that you would be open and honest with me.
Yeah.
By being a complete dick for 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
So for 2.5 weeks, every time I got a soda out of the fridge, I wouldn't put anything back in it. Because Bambi would be nice enough and, you know, put some sodas in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't replace them. And then I'm up a lot later than she is, so, you know, by the time she'll wake up in the morning, she'll go for a soda, and there's none in the fridge.
Yeah, I would be so pissed and exhausted.
For 2.5 weeks I did this. And I admit I was being a dick, but I just wanted to see just how long it'll take before she would say anything to me. And you finally did last week.
Yeah.
Although I'm convinced you never would have said anything to me had you not actually seen me do it.
Actually, I kept forgetting. After I would get pissed off, I would completely forget and walk off and do other things and not think about it until I went to get a soda and there weren't any in there.
So we had someone over for the weekend and we were in the kitchen and I got a soda, and that's when you... I think that's part of it. You also only wanted to call me out because there was someone to call me out in front of.
Oh, no.
You wanted an audience. That's what you wanted.
No. I'm not afraid to call you out on stuff.
Well, it took you 2.5 weeks to say something.
Well, that's because I kept forgetting.
And I told a couple people, what I did, and they all agreed that I was a dick. Although, in the grand scheme of things, if that's the worst thing I could think to do to you, to see how long it would take for you to say something, if that's the worst thing I'm doing in general for you to have to say something to me about it, I still think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
The hilarious part was on the nights when I still wasn't drinking soda, I was just taking them out of the fridge and putting them back in the case.
That was so funny. You're so bad, oh my god.
Well, it's like you would restock it right before you went to bed.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to drink all that soda.
I was being courteous.
At no point did you wonder why it felt like more soda was in the case?
I didn't think about it.
Geez, you must have thought that 12-pack was like a 48-pack.
I wasn't even counting or thinking. I was just putting it in the fridge. That way it would be there for when you needed a drink or if I needed a drink.
Yep. But you eventually did, and now you're learning.
Yes. And then now I'm questioning everything to see what's a test.
And that's the beauty part. If I fuck up, I can always say, haha, just testing you.
You're so cute. You're adorable.
Alright, so that's the end of this episode.
No. I was actually texting a friend not too long ago, and she was asking how we met and everything, and I told her in junior high. She said, oh, that's sweet. I said, yeah, it's kind of like the R-rated version of Cory and Topanga. And she didn't know what that was, so I had to explain. I said, our relationship is kind of a combination of Cory and Topanga and the couple from The Notebook. If you combine the two, do you remember anything from The Notebook?
I remember The Notebook very well.
Okay.
That's a movie I've seen many times.
Uh-huh. To try to get pussy.
Yeah, one time I watched it 3 times in one day with 3 different women.
And you didn't get any that night, did you?
Oh,
Maybe.
some stuff.
Okay.
Every man should own The Notebook.
Where is The Notebook? Because I've been wanting to watch it.
Ah, fuck. We don't need to watch it. It's right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I know exactly where all the movies are unless one of you kids or you touch it and move it.
One of you kids. Since I'm one of you kids.
Yeah, and goddamn little seems to be multiplying.
Oh my gosh, we're like gremlins.
Fine, I'll be careful not to get you wet.
Really? Well, you gotta feed me after midnight.
If I feed you after midnight, you're gonna become all green and crusty and ugly.
Oh, well then get me wet.
No, but how about I take you for a nice day to the beach? Sunlight kills them.
Oh, I hate you. Especially since one of my medicines I was told I can't be in the sunlight. I guess I have to be a vampire now.
Alright, so I've been doing this show for 40 weeks now, and I'm sure you've listened to all the episodes because you're my loving and supportive wife.
Yes.
You've listened to 5 of them?
No, I think I'm up to 9.
9? Alright, so you're batting about a 22%. So there's a good chance you haven't heard all the bad stuff I talked about on here about you.
What?
Nothing.
There's bad stuff about
nothing.
me?
There's nothing. And you've been on FetLife for about, 4 or 5 years now?
4.5.
4.5. So let's say, I hate the show, but I'm going to use it for you. The TARDIS shows up and you get in, go back in time 4.5 years. What's the one thing that you know now from the lifestyle that you want to tell yourself 4.5 years ago? That way they would learn it a lot earlier than whenever you learned it.
I think I would tell myself it's all normal. Everybody here is normal. Sure, they have all their different kinks, but you're not going to go and see some wild orgy going on if you go to a munch. It's in a normal restaurant. Everybody has to be normal. And it's not really as bad as you think it is. It's really...
So you thought everything was going to be a lot worse.
Oh my god. My first impression when I got signed up on the site, I actually had a dream that night that, in the dream, we were at some convention and all it was a gigantic orgy filled with people all over the place. There were people having sex in the parking lot, in the bushes. It was sex everywhere.
So what, you thought I signed us up on a swingers site?
I thought you signed us up on some major orgy, everybody's fucking everybody site. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Well, I've done that since then, but not, I mean...
But yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd tell myself, it's not really that bad. You're gonna meet your best friends here.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Acceptable answer.
Yay! What about you?
What about me what?
If, Doc Brown came in with the DeLorean, picked you up, and took you back to when you first started on the site, what would you tell yourself?
Condoms. Lots and lots of condoms.
That sounds really bad.
I'm kidding.
Okay, good. Because that really sounds very bad.
It's nothing an antibiotic can't fix.
That's worse.
I'm kidding. I do not now, nor have I ever had any kind of STD.
That's so bad.
I really should stop making STD jokes about myself on here, because that might hurt my chances with the ladies. I mean, I love you, honey. No.
I love you too.
What would I tell myself 4.5 years ago that isn't going to sound grim? I got a lot of shit I could tell myself, but a lot of shit is just going to sound really dark and grim.
How about something positive?
Something positive that I've learned that I would want my older self to know. Damn it. Why did I listen to you while you were doing yours instead of thinking of one for me? I need to stop asking questions that I don't already have an answer from myself lined up. In fact, I need to start writing questions before I hit record.
That's a good idea.
Hey, I've been doing that for the past few interviews, and then the episodes coming up, I already have the questions all planned out for them. This one, I'm just winging it because this episode should have been done by now.
Oops.
Not my fault. I should have checked the file last night after I recorded, and I didn't. I learned it. That's what I would tell myself.
Yes, there you go.
Not really.
Oh.
Honestly, yeah, kind of. The thing I would tell myself 4.5 years ago, no, it won't work. The time continuum wouldn't allow it. Damn. I was going to tell myself to start FetCast a lot earlier.
Okay.
But that would be a mistake.
Okay.
Because I still feel that if I started the show at a right time in which I've either learned enough or know enough people to bring onto the show, because you're always learning. So maybe that's what I'll tell myself. You're never going to stop learning.
Very true. And that's just in life in general.
No, I know all I need to about life.
Oh, no, you don't. None of us
It sucks. You pay taxes, you get laid, and you die. That's about it.
Well, hopefully you get laid.
But yeah, no matter what, when you think you've mastered something, there's always going to be more stuff to learn about it. When you started out in a lifestyle, early on, were there anything that you would consider you had a hard limit on that you now enjoy? Have you had anything make it off your hard limit list?
I'm more open to trying new things. I'm not necessarily everything that was on my hard limit list I might be more willing to try. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is there anything you can think of specifically that from knowing me and my hard limits?
Originally when we signed up and got into this journey that we're on, one thing that was on my hard limit list was in my mind, I don't know if I even said it to you, but in my mind I was not going to let you play with any other guys.
Oh, yeah.
that changed a while ago, a long time ago.
Yes, that has changed.
Because again, like, I didn't think it was gonna be like wild orgies everywhere. I just thought like, going to a dungeon or a party, I'd have problems with like guys trying to do stuff with you, and like it was just unknown to me. I don't want to say scary, but it was just an unknown. Yeah, after just going out there and things change.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, things that I used to be uncomfortable with, I'm more interested in trying.
Like what?
What do you mean?
Like what?
I don't know. I might be more open to try some anal stuff, maybe.
Well, that about does it for this week's episode of FetCast.
You just want to go do some anal stuff.
Maybe we'll need to do a follow-up episode.
Oh, jeez.
So would you like to say your goodbye?
Alrighty. I'm Princess Bambi. I don't want to go.
This has been KingHulk. Until next week, stay kinky.
All the little girls, they run away. All the little boys, they are afraid. Oh, I know that you are running free. Better you never meet. Oh no, I go following your lead. Better you never meet. Oh, I know that you are running free. Better you never meet. Oh no, I go following your lead. Better you never meet. Better you never meet. Better you never meet. Better you never meet. See.
I think this is the longest we've looked at each other all day.
Can I go to bed now?
No.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, you do.
I quit.
Nope. No, you don't.
We can miss a week.
No, we can't.
Why not?
Isn't this the 40th episode?
Yeah. Had a good run.
No. Can't. You can't skip.
I think this is going to become the second shortest episode in FetCast history.
Really? You're gonna cut it short?